Hello traders, welcome to the live stream. How are you? Trader Tom here from Simply Forex. You know him from Simply Forex, but I hope you're well, guys. Yeah, welcome to the live stream. Haven't seen you all for a while. Yeah, because on Mondays we've been doing a price action masterclass, but it's only for 2 more weeks. All right, and then we'll be doing live streams on a Monday as usual. So there you go. But yeah, hope you're all well. Hope you're having a good trading day. The plan of attack for our live stream is as follows, right? So first of all, I'm going to show you a trade that I'm in. I'm in Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, and we'll look at where I entered and why. So I'm in this trade now. And as with all my trades, I put them in the VIP Trading Academy. We'll also take a look at the news, the economic calendar, because we have some news coming out. Let's do that now, in fact. Yeah, so on the economic calendar, we had some important euro news earlier, guys, but it was all pretty much as expected. And we didn't really see any reaction with the euro, right? It's very, muted response because everything was, as expected. Yeah, this one was a little bit better. But yeah, really, there wasn't a reaction to that news pretty much. But yeah, we do have other news later on, not during our live stream, but please bear in mind you've got Fed Chair Powell speaking, President Lagarde speaking, and we've got JOLTS job openings, all right? But back to our live stream. Right, let's first of all, let's see who is in the house. Yeah, so don't be shy, guys. Like I say, this is your opportunity. I'm with you for about 40 minutes, so please ask as many questions as you like about trading. Yeah, don't be shy. Come say hello. Right, let's see who is in the house already. Colin, hello. How are you? That was a English-French sitcom in the 80s. Hello. Check it out. Nor, how are you? Father Sunglasses, how are you? Skelts, all the VIP crew, Pooh Poppy, how are you? Colin, I don't know if we'll get this New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar break of support. Okay, we'll take a look at the support you're talking about. GG, Ordinary Cat, hello, how are you? I'm sure you're no ordinary cat. I'm sure you're a very special cat. Yeah, hello guys, how is everyone? What have I been? I normally tell you what I've eaten today. I had a, it's not even dinner time, but I had a massive spaghetti bolognese this afternoon, and I'm still stuffed, but it was very nice. So there you go. I like to tell you what I've eaten. Sorry, Pooh Poppy, that was hello. Yes, it was. Thank you, Pooh Poppy. You are also showing your age there, by the way. Greg, how are you? Greg, I know Greg was in Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Let's take a quick look at that. So Greg, yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, we're still, we've broken above this zone. Yeah, we're liking the looks of Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. But let's start with the trade I'm in. I must apologize to Mehi because I haven't done a screenshot of my trade from the VIP. But basically, guys, this is what we're looking at. So we are clearly in an Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar uptrend, right? This is the day chart. This is always my direction. So point number 1, trend, tick, right? We have a bullish candle from the previous day, tick, right? We've broken this piece of, support and resistance in here. We've broken this resistance, tick, right? And we've got room to move into back up to this big psychological level of 1,000, tick, right? Lots of reasons to like this trade, okay? And so far, so good. We're seeing a bullish candle today. If we drop down to the H1, because that's basically where I entered, guys, all right? And if we look at the H1, it was about, we broke this level, right? That was important. Okay, then prices come up, and all we got, guys, was, a bullish H1 candle in a H1 uptrend above the moving average 20. Simple as that, guys. That was the catalyst for me buying. So I bought at the close of this candle. My stop is below the last swing low, right? And the last swing low was here. So my stop was down here, okay? And like I say, guys, I'm trying to take it up to that 1,000 level. It's actually a few pips before that level, all right? And that is the trade I am in, right? And obviously, guys, when I'm in a trade, I want to, I keep an eye on it. I don't stare at the screen all day. Otherwise, I would go mental, if I'm not mental already from years of trading. It's looking good, right? We've had a break of these highs. Yeah, that is a continuation of trend. I don't like this bearish candle, but it might just be retracing before it comes higher, right? But structure's looking good. This has actually become the last swing low, right? So I could move my stop loss from here to below here, but I'm still conscious of this support zone. Price might still want to come down to here before it starts going up. All right, so I'm going to keep my stop loss where it is for now. But yeah, that is the trade I'm in, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar buys, right? I'm also keeping an eye on Euro US dollar, right? Now, this has become a tricky little sausage, okay? Right, I want to sell it, okay? And I waited because we had that CPI data, and that could have been a big swing either way, right? The CPI come out here, and that could have gone ping or ping, okay? What I actually did was have a sell stop, below price. Okay, it was actually here, right? And if price did move quickly in my direction, I would have been in this trade. I actually traded like a new straddle, really, but with the direction I was interested in. But that didn't materialize anyway. Now, why is this tricky? I mean, if you look at the H1, right, I want to sell Euro US dollar, right? You probably wouldn't get much of a better setup, right? We've broken, you can see, we've broken this area of support, yeah, and we also broke this low, right? We're firmly in a downtrend. We've got the moving average 20 coming round. Like everything is saying this could be a lovely area for selling, right? I would want to wait for a bearish candle. Okay, but look, it really looks wonderful to me, right? Now, let me show you the H4 chart. Right, that, right, is potentially a buying area. Okay, you can see it was once resistance. When it broke, gapped up, come back down, right? We've had one bullish reaction. But the interesting thing here is, right, this last low hasn't broke because of these wicks, right? These wicks have closed back into this low, right? And we're at the moving average 20, and we're at an area of support and resistance, right? So it's no matter how good that H1 chart looks for selling, I just can't, because this H4 looks it looks pretty good for buying, right? But my trade idea is to sell. So, I'm just not interested in this trade at the moment. I mean, we've still got 50 minutes before this H4 candle finishes forming, but, things aren't looking like we want to sell that. All right, so it's looking like no trade on Euro US dollar. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a couple of other things, but let's take a few of your questions now. And like I say, guys, yeah, don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like, right? It can be perhaps a currency pair that you're in, or a currency pair that you're interested in. Could be a commodity, an indice, whatever you like. But you can also ask me about strategy, money and risk management, psychology, anything you like, guys. All right. And I will endeavor, word of the day, I will endeavor to answer all of them. hopefully I will know the answer to all of them. I should, but who knows? Yeah. I'm also open to talking about the euros, right? But less so England, because we are sugar. All right. Let's see who else we've got in. Shreyas, how are you? Michael, shout out to Michael. Michael has taken the step to open an account with one of our preferred brokers. As a result, he is getting free access to the VIP, plus many other perks. So Michael, yeah, good luck in the weeks to come. I hope the trading goes well. Poo Poppy saying hit the like button. So yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel right now. Please do that. We would love to have you. Smash the notification button, and if everyone could please smash the like button. Poo Poppy, exactly. I've been looking at Euro US dollars shorts, but the entry isn't so easy. So exactly why I explained, right? H1, yeah, just one more recap. H1 looks like a perfect sell, right? H4 is looking like a good buying opportunity. So yeah, tricky Euro US dollar. GG the Ordinary Cat would like to look at gold, empty unicorn, okay, as opposed to a full unicorn. Would like to look at Euro Aussie dollar, and we've got Poo Poppy Euro Swiss franc. All right, so let's do it in that order: gold, Euro Swiss franc, Euro Aussie dollar. So let's start with gold, because I know like it's such a popular thing to trade, gold, right? People go mad for gold. I think it's because it sparkles. And I sing the song, "You Are Gold." If you know that song, you are very old. But let's do a top-down approach, right? So with gold, right? Before we're in an uptrend, right? Gold was tearing. Okay, so gold was in an uptrend, right? We know that, and then prices got to this area. And really, it was ranging, if not getting lower highs, right? This is what I'm seeing on the weekly chart. So it was ranging between here and here, right? But all of a sudden, we're getting lower highs. So this would suggest price is potentially coming down, right? If we only looked at structure and trend, obviously we look at more things than that, right? But that's what I'm seeing on that weekly chart. And then price is getting a bit squeezed here, right? And you're just getting sellers, buyers, right? So there's a lot of uncertainty with gold, right? There's not much chance of you trading it if the market doesn't know how to trade it, right? Yeah, there's just not much movement here. Okay. Now, if we drop down to the day chart, you can see this in this structure. You can see the confusion, right? Because if you follow structure, right, at this point, bang, right, we broke highs, was in an uptrend. Bang, right, we break these lows, we're in a downtrend, right? Price builds up, bang, break these highs, we're in an uptrend, right? And then bang, we've just had negative candles. So it's not nice price action to trade, right? And for the last 2 days, yeah, we've just had nothing. Yeah, that is just 2 dojis telling us absolutely nothing, right? But again, yeah, we are seeing, you could even draw a channel in here, right? A trend line. We are seeing this, right? Yeah, we're potentially seeing lower highs, right? So this area in here could be an interesting area. So there is a trend line there. I mean, right now, would you say price is in an uptrend, a downtrend? It's tricky, isn't it, really? It's scruffy price action. So really, what I want to see is one of 2 things, right? So this is like a descending triangle. Yeah. Okay, and what happens with any chart pattern pretty much is you're going to get consolidation and contraction, and then price has to go somewhere. So once you get this kind of thing, yeah, you end up in a triangle like this. Okay, and then price contracts, and it has to go somewhere. Now, if we get a big bullish push off this level, right, we could go up with gold. Yeah. If we get a breakdown of this level, we could start selling gold. All right. But we need something to tell us to do that, right? Price right now is not telling us anything, really. It's just a bit stuck. Yeah. So I want to see a break or a break. And then I have a clear direction, right? It's clear for me how to trade gold. And that's the only time you should enter the market, when it's clear to you. Yeah, don't start, don't enter in crappy price action like this or this, these crappy candles here. Don't trade, right? You've got 20 other currency pairs, commodities, indices you can trade. Wait for gold to give you its direction. But a descending triangle also, it's worth pointing out, suggests that price should descend, right? So a chart pattern would argue it's more likely to do this. But again, I want to wait for that break. All right, so that's gold, GG Ordinary Cat. I just like saying your name. Next, Poo Poppy, right, wants to look at Euro Swiss franc. Before I look at Euro Swiss franc, guys, if I could ask everyone to please smash the like button and subscribe while I have a drink. And yes, it is vodka. Right, Euro Swiss franc is the next one. Okay, so again, right, let's start with the weekly chart. And in fact, let's do this one together. Okay, let's do this one as one big happy family, right? So weekly chart, guys. So let's all get involved, right? Let's all analyze this together. So I'm going to show you Euro Swiss franc. We're going to go through the different time frames, but let's start with weekly chart. Now, when you look at any chart, right, you've got three options. You can buy the market, you can sell the market, or you stay out of the market, right? That is it. Those are your three options. If you don't want to buy it and you don't want to sell it, then the third answer is a default. Yeah, you stay out, right? But that's what you should break trading down to that simplistic form. Just ask yourself that, right? So everyone, weekly chart, Euro Swiss franc, would you buy, sell, or stay out? Everyone get involved, guys. Give me your answer in the live chat right now, please. Where's my manners? Hello, Scouts. Yeah, okay, we'll look at a few of these. Yeah. Okay, Carlos, we'll take a look at the NASDAQ. Okay, Carlos, Colombia, Brazil in the Copa America. That does sound like a good game. When's that on? I might even watch that. It's got to be better than watching England. Don't get me started. Yeah. Okay, but we'll look at the NASDAQ in a minute, Carlos, as well, right? And we'll also look at Euro, Aussie dollar, empty unicorn. Right, Skelt, weekly is stay out, Carlos stay out, GG stay out, empty unicorn stay out. Okay, that is quite unanimous. I shall stay out. Yeah, definitely better than England. Skelt, please don't get me started. I will rant for hours about England. Poo Poppy, sell or stay out. Yeah, so again, you need to understand the trend you are in, okay? And on the weekly chart, let's start back here, right? you are, yeah, let's include that, right? You are in a downtrend. Even if this wasn't the last low, this definitely was, and this broke it. So you are in a downtrend, okay? You have got lower lows, and price has retraced nicely, yeah, to a resistance level on the weekly chart, right? Okay, and we're at the moving average 20. Okay, so bearing that in mind, this is a very good selling level, yeah, for those reasons. But, yeah, I would need to see, you know, a bearish reaction here, okay, which so far we're not getting. Obviously, this is the weekly candle. It hasn't finished forming yet. But, you know, if we ended up with a weekly candle that was just, you know, even a bit of a wick rejection like this, let's say we ended up with something like this, I would consider sells here. All right. As it stands, stay out. But we get the right candle or rejection, I would sell from this level. Right. Downtrend, retrace to good resistance, bearish reaction, trade. That is pretty much my strategy in a nutshell. All right. But the skill really is looking across multiple time frames. So let's do that. Okay. So I agree with everyone. You know, you guys were unanimous, right? Stay out. All right. And you're all seeing the same thing. So it's a good idea to stay out. Yeah. If I started trading yesterday and I saw all of you say put stay out, I would stay out, right? Let's carry on. Let's go to the day chart now, right? Now, same question, right? Day chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market? All right, on the day chart now. So everyone give me your answers. Scale time. I'm not. It's stressful watching England. It's depressing. Yeah, Southgate. I won't tell you what I want to do to him, but I don't want him to be England manager. Right. Okay, Carlos. I will work out what time. That's quite late here as well, so maybe I won't be watching that. Okay then, guys. So, all right. So Poo Poppy is sell. Michael stay out. GG stay out. Colin stay out. Skelts is saying watching England is worse than the trading stress. Yeah, yeah. Watching England's the most stressful thing you'll ever do. Carlos would stay out. Okay, Empty Unicorn makes a fundamental point about the Swiss central bank, so we'll pick up on that point in a second. Father Glasses, Sunglasses stay out. Yeah, so again, it's pretty much a carbon copy of the weekly chart, right? Now, another question here, guys, right, which I think is interesting, is what is the trend of the day chart, right? So next question, guys. Yeah, you know, you're on this channel to learn, understand price action. So let's get involved. What is the trend of Euro Swiss franc day chart? Yeah. So again, leave your comment. Father Sunglasses. You do not have enough time for that question. If you had the opportunity to become England manager, what would you do? Oh, Father Sunglasses. Well, I'd stop playing two defensive midfielders. I'd play one DM and then more attacking midfielders. That would be my first. So we press higher up the pitch, we'll be less deep, and it will take advantage of all of our attacking options. Anyway, yeah, so Euro Swiss franc, guys. Yeah, you know, are you seeing this? Right? So we're in a downtrend, right? I would say that's the weekly trend. But daily, right, I'm going to say, yeah, even here, I'm going to say, you know, even this level, I'm going to say we're in an uptrend. So that's another problem with Euro Swiss franc at the moment, right? But I'm going to say this candle has broken this last substantial high, and we are in an uptrend with Euro Swiss franc. Also, we're above the moving average 20. So really, I want to buy Euro Swiss franc, but we are at a weekly resistance level. So I'm just going to stay out of this pair. Okay. Yeah, you've got too many contradicting forces. Structure isn't that clear. So yeah, I would just stay away from Euro Swiss franc. All right. So I hope that helps. No. Okay. And then we had another question here, guys. Where were we? Euro, Aussie dollar. No, let's go to Empty Unicorn's point. So Empty Unicorn's point was that last week the Swiss franc, or the Central Bank of Switzerland, right, lowered interest rates. I think it was from 1.5, and they missed expectations, and it was 1.25, right? And that gave Swiss franc, yeah, some weakness, yeah, because they lowered the interest rate. When you lower an interest rate, it makes a currency less valuable, pretty much, generally speaking. All right, and as you can see, yeah, this Swiss franc has continued to be weak, right? So yeah, that is fundamentally true. But again, I'm not going to base a decision on that, Empty Unicorn. I'm going to trade what the chart tells me, right? And the chart is telling me to stay out. So regardless of that fundamental news, right, I don't want to trade this pair anyway, right? And also another thing you need to consider is, you know, if you're thinking about fundamentals, the Swiss franc is a flight to safety currency pair. Right, so when the shit hits the fan, you know, in the economy, right, Swiss franc will get strength. Now, if you look at an index, let's look at the Nasdaq, right? You know, are we seeing a bit of rejection at these levels? Could we potentially see a bit of a retrace on with some of the indices? That would lead to Swiss franc strength, right? And therefore potentially you would sell Euro Swiss franc, right? So there's lots of permutations, right? And I'm aware of these permutations and interest rates being, you know, worse than expected, etc. But ultimately, trade what the chart tells you to do, okay? And in the case of Euro Swiss franc, it is telling me to stay out. All right, so don't confuse your mind with all the macroeconomics, you know, and to be honest with you, unless you're staying in a trade for some time, let's say at least a week, right, then, you know, it's going to take that long for macroeconomics to play out, right? So I'm an intraday trader. Yeah, I'm looking to get in and out within a day, pretty much, right? And most of my trades will. So I'm not saying it makes my trade not vulnerable to macroeconomic news. Of course not. But it's not going to impact it that much, right? I'm just trying to get in on an uptrend and buy it and take some pips. Or I get in on a downtrend and I sell it and I take some pips. Right, I'm less susceptible to macroeconomic news. Now, if I'm holding Euro US dollar and I want to sell it, and I'm holding a Euro US dollar sell for weeks, right? then obviously I want to know what's going on in the Euro elections. I want to listen to the head of the ECB, Lagarde, and listen to her forecasts and her projections. I want to know what they're doing with the interest rate. I want to know what inflation's doing in the Eurozone. You know, then I want to know all those things. But I'm in a trade for a few hours maximum a day, right? So just try to understand that from that point of view. Euro Aussie dollar, empty unicorn. Let's take a look at this. And guys, before I show you Euro Aussie dollar, which is looking like a very nice sell right now, please, if you haven't already, come join our trading community, right? You can speak to like-minded traders, you can share knowledge, ideas, you can have a chit chat, because trading's quite a lonely place. So come join our free Discord channel, right? If you would like access to all of my trade signals, if you would like access to numerous tutorials on things that I've learned over the years, and you would like direct access to me, and you want to ask me some questions, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. You do have to pay for this, but there's so much value inside the VIP Trading Academy. Check it out. Come join us. And lastly, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. And also, guys, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, you can get access to some of these things for free. All right, but you need to sign up and deposit. Check it all out. It's all in the video description and the live chat. Right, we're going to do Euro Aussie dollar, then we're going to do the Nasdaq. So let's start with Euro Aussie dollar. So weekly, I like sells, right? I just know I do, yeah, because I analyze these every day, right? I didn't mean to sound fed up there. I was like, I analyze these every day. I enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoy doing all the analysis, picking my trades. I'm a little bit sad like that. All right. But I know already that I want to sell Euro Aussie dollar. Right. So if we just look at the weekly chart, right, just for the want of a better word, shitty price action, and then prices come down. Right. We're getting lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend weekly. Okay, and we've broken this last significant area. Because we've broken this, right, look at all this free air. Yeah, I love free air. Yeah, like, look at all this. When I mean free air, it's like not air that's free, but look at the room. There's nothing, like, after this point here, there's nothing stopping this trade from coming down to here, right? There might be something fundamentally, right? Like the euro increases its interest rate, euro starts flying, right? That could happen. But there's nothing stopping Euro Aussie dollar from coming down to here, which is the next piece of support. Yeah, if I zoom out, you can see this was resistance, support, support. And in actual fact, looking at this chart, I would aim for this 16,000 psychological level. Did this candle hit it? What was the low? Okay, this did hit the 6,000 level, right? But there's still room to move into, all right? So really like sells on the day chart, on the weekly chart. If we drop to the day chart now, it's become a bit of a range, really, right? Let's get rid of this old trend line, remove, but we're in a downtrend, right? Euro, Aussie dollar, yeah, bang, bang, and now we're kind of ranging, right? And this is where we're at. So we're in a downtrend, stroke range. We're ranging from here to here, okay? But if we're in a downtrend, stroke range, then I am happy to take sells from the top of the range to the bottom of the range, right? That just makes sense. It's like logical, right? I hope when you see that, you also think, yes, Tom, that is bloody logical, right? Because it is. Yeah, it just makes sense, right? But all I'm waiting for, and I liked this level, right, before today started, but I didn't like this candle. So for me, it wasn't a trade for today, right? But if this candle stays like this, right, and I wake up tomorrow morning, then Euro Aussie dollar is 100% a trade idea for me, right? It's got everything. Yeah, it's got the downtrend stroke top of the range. Yeah, we've got support, we've got moving average 20, sorry, we've got resistance. Yeah, we've got resistance here, we've got resistance through here, right? Got loads of resistance. Plus, we would have a nice big bearish candle. I would sell the bejesus out of this, right? I'd be all over this like a cheap suit. But this candle needs to stay like this, right? I want to see this big wick rejection, right? So yeah, really like sell ideas on Euro Aussie dollar. So let's carry this on now. So once I've done the weekly and the daily to find my direction, basically, right? And I do a tutorial on this in the VIP Trading Academy. It's called my daily filter, and it's basically what I use to filter out all the pairs. So I arrive at a few currency pairs that I want to trade. And if this happened, Euro Aussie dollar would be one of them. Now, once I've got my direction using weekly and daily, I then drop down to the H4 and H1 to find areas to trade from, to sell from. So let's do just that, right? Let's have a look at the H4. Now, clearly, right, don't have to look that far, right? I'm not going to go, I'm just going to go to there. There is clearly a level here. Right, this is an old level. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to do some spring cleaning while I talk to you. Right, you can see that. Yeah. H4 is currently doing that. All right, so these are the last lows, higher lows. Okay, so if we break these higher lows, I am interested in selling Euro Aussie dollar. Okay, and that's just looking at the H4, right? And I'd probably come down, I'd probably join up all these lows, and I would aim for this level. Okay, but I need to see a break of these last lows. Now, if we look at the H1 chart, we may have had a break of structure already. So let's look at the H1. Okay, but it's a little bit scruffy, but I would say we've had a structure break. Yeah, if we just follow H1 structure, we were here, bang, bang, we're in a downtrend. We are making lower lows. Okay, we're in a downtrend, we're below the moving average 20. This is also encouraging me to sell. But realistically, we still need a break of this level, right? This is the important level, because even if H1 gave me a setup, right? Even if I got a nice big bearish candle like this at the moving average 20, there's just no room for me to go. Yeah, there's no room before I hit support. Okay, so it's not worth it. But if this H1 structure does something like this, we get a break, I'm all over this. Yeah, really am. I'm going to sell that, yeah, back down to these lows. All right, so yeah, empty unicorn. I hope you were also thinking to sell this, because that's all I've been talking about is selling it. So yeah, like Euro Aussie dollar sells. And now let's take a quick look at the NASDAQ for Carlo. And Carlo, I also wish Colombia luck in the Copa America game today with Argentina. I know Carla is an Argentinian fan, one of our VIP crew. No fighting, you two, all right? Let's have a look at the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ it's just, let's have a look at the weekly chart, right? So the weekly chart, right, is just clearly in an uptrend. All right. Yeah, we've got higher highs. Okay, we're in an uptrend. But look at this 20,000 level. Now, you know, there's not much bigger psychological levels than 20,000, right? The Nasdaq's never been here. And 20,000 just seems like a very big psychological level. Okay. And look at, you know, there has been sellers come into the market at that level, right? You've got wick, right, with very little bottom wick, and we've got a doji, which says indecision, right? But you can see sellers have come into this market, right? Before then, there wasn't a seller in sight. Buyer, yeah, for 2 weeks, just solid buying of the Nasdaq, right? But you can see some sellers coming in. Now, if we go to the day chart now, right, and I could draw a resistance level through here, really, okay, because right at that 20,000 level, look, that's 20,000 right there, right there. That's 20,000. And look at this reaction. My God, I cannot draw straight lines. Look at that reaction and then look at that reaction, right? So if we think about the day chart now, price is clearly in an uptrend, hit this big psychological level, come back down, come back up, hit the big psychological level, come back down. This is where we're at. So the day chart has stopped making higher highs. So this is a bit of a red flag to me. That, you know, that also at the 20,000 level. So if you stop making higher highs, right, and you get this big bearish candle, right, the alarm bells are ringing a bit. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm going to start selling it now, but I definitely don't want to start buying it, right? If I was to sell it, I would just wait for a structure break. So price has stopped making higher highs, yeah, and then bang, we eventually get a break of structure. Then I would be interested in selling the Nasdaq. All right, but I would need to see that structure break. But because of these stop making higher highs, I'm not interested in buying it either. All right, so Carlos, I hope that helps. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if you're enjoying the live stream, enjoying my analysis. Let me take a quick look at the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade. Let's have a look at the H1. Okay, so yeah, it's still fine. I'm in this trade, guys. I took you through this trade at the start of this live stream, so check it out. Yeah, we're still in Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar buys. Everything's looking okay, really. Yeah. On that note, guys, we're gonna leave it there. We've run out of time. Please, thank you very much for joining us for the live stream, guys. Appreciate all of your questions. Can't do it without you. Let's hope England are. Well, I'll see you before then. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Let's please hope England are less shit at football. I wish Colombia well. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. All right. See you later.